So let's get straight into our political debate. Has the opposition finally found its voice back, as some are suggesting? Is it now a case of Mr. Modi and the BJP versus all? Does the opposition though have a grand strategy to take on this government? Should the government itself step out on denial mode on issues like farm laws and the Snoopgate controversy? Joining me now, Yogendra Yadav, Swaraj India president and someone who's been associated with the farm protests. Pawan Kheda, Congress's evergreen spokesperson. Gaurav Bhatia, the BJP's senior spokesperson. Kakoli Ghosh Dastidar, senior Trinamool Congress MP. Let me come to you, Gaurav Bhatia, first before you say that the opposition is gherawing you on this channel. Let me ask you, do you fear that for the first time since 2019, the government is on the defensive this time? In the first 2 years of Modi 2.0, you pushed your agenda, whether it was on CAA, whether it was on triple talaq, whether it was on Article 370. Now the opposition is hitting you, price rise, farm laws and Snoopgate. Do you feel for the first time that the balance has changed in the power equations? Or at least in the narrative?
You know, for some anchors who are conducting the program at 9 p.m., definitely they have this feeling that the narrative has shifted. But let me make it very clear that when it comes to the BJP government, we have full confidence in the leadership of Narendra Modi ji, just the way the citizens have faith in his leadership. And Rajdeep, I will put forward a very basic argument. Say the opposition has its own demands or they want to corner the government. You would also agree with me, the right place would be the floor of the house. But today, what happened in the Rajya Sabha is deplorable, condemnable. I think, trying to take away the paper from the IT minister where he wanted to respond to the charge of the opposition itself shows how feeble, how weak the opposition is. And I would like to see on the farmers issue. It's a very rare occasion when manifestos of two political parties, the BJP and the Congress, both promise the same thing. The only difference is Shri Narendra Modi ensured that the promise that he made in the manifesto, whereas Congress started opposing the very same promise that they had made in the manifesto. And therefore, all these farmers that are in protest, I would just like to say, we have a firm belief that more than 13 crore farmers of the country support the 3 farm laws that have been brought because this is a historic change. So it is their perception versus our belief. And in a democracy, you have to win elections to bring about a change. And I think the mandate was given to Shri Narendra Modi ji. We are fulfilling that mandate with utmost honesty.
I gave you 2 minutes uninterrupted because otherwise you would blame me that you are not being given enough time. But I want to tell you this. It's very interesting that you are accusing the opposition today of disruption in parliament. One of your gurus, the late Arun Jaitley, in fact, you might recall, had once said that at times you need disruption in parliament because it brings benefits to the country. And as I keep saying, therefore, where you stand depends on where you sit. I'll let you quickly respond and then go to the opposition.
Only 30 seconds.
Yes, please do.
So, Rajdeep, since you take
Shri Arun Jaitley ji, whom at least I think many and most of the Indians revere, he never tore papers or copies of the bills or copy of the ordinance like Rahul Gandhi, which has been passed by the cabinet. He was a man of rule of law and the Constitution of India. To just, take out one statement made by him and then say what the TMC MP did today and trying to give him cover fire, I think is not just, and you are not doing justice to the contributions of Arun Jaitley ji in the House.
Okay. You're saying that tearing of papers is unacceptable. You're also saying importantly that this government is ready to discuss all issues on the floor of the parliament, from price rise to farm laws to even Snoopgate.